Good morning, sixth graders. Today is Tuesday, October 20th, and this is Mrs. Raschlager. Today, the first thing that we're going to do is go through and review Voyager journal grades for B-Day kids. Yesterday, we did this with A-Day kids just because we have a sheet of paper to hand out to you. So today, it's time for the B-Day kids. Then after that, we're going to start reading Chapter 6 again on pages 6.11 through 6.20. This is a big chapter, so we're trying to divide it into some equal parts with not as much to do on every single day. So you can go ahead and click on Northern Lights, which will bring you right to, that link will bring you right to your Northern Lights book. I already have this ready to go. So you'll see we're going to start off by reading different perspectives right here. Also take a quick look at the map, as maps and images always give us a lot of important information too. You can even answer this question silently in your head. The next thing I like to do before I get into my reading is open up my digital study guides, because how I think works well, at least for me, I like to read a section and then go back to the digital study guide and fill out the answers. It's up to you completely. You can read the whole thing and then go back and do your slides too. But for me, that way works pretty well. So remember to find your digital study guide. You're going to go to Schoology. Under Chapter 6, click on Chapter 6 Digital Study Guide, and it will bring you to your study guide. Then you just have to scroll down to slide number 6. And if you remember from yesterday, you answered questions 1 and 2 already. So we're actually starting on question 3 today. And if you can see at the top, different perspectives is going to match up with our Northern Lights reading. Okay, so go ahead and read that section, which there's a couple pages. And then you can head back and fill in that last section, talking about the value of resources. On this side, you're going to write down the Dakota, what the Dakota thought about the value of resources, like land and rivers. And then the other side, what European Americans thought about resources. Okay, 2 completely different perspectives. Then I just like to click on the next slide so I know what I'm looking for. I'm going to head back to Northern Lights. I'm going to read the green economy section. Remember, green means money. This one's talking about fashion. After that one, you're going to read how American settlements grew. And then Minnesota Territory. In 1849, Minnesota became a territory of the United States. So you're going to read some great information about that. And then on this page, you can even see here is what the idea was for drawing state lines. So you can see it looks quite a bit different than what we ended up with. So go ahead and click on the circles down at the bottom too to change. So this is what the territory was, and then when Minnesota became a state, they defined these as our state lines. Again, if you want to head back to your digital study guide and fill out slide number 7, you sure can. Again, I like to click on the next slide so I know that's on George Bonga, who was a very famous interpreter. So you can read that part on George Bonga. Again, head back to slide number 8. There's a video right here. Remember, for that video to work, you're going to have to be in present mode. So go ahead and click on that, watch the video, and then it says use the box below to write at least 6 new things you learned while watching the video about George Bonga. So super easy, just number them 1 through 6 and type in some good facts. Okay, now the next 2 slides kind of go together, slides 9 and 10. And this is all on treaties. We're starting a very important section on learning about treaties that the Native Americans signed with the U.S. government. So it starts here. It's called Motivations for Treaties. First, they're going to talk about land, and then they're going to talk about the Dakota in this section, and then the Americans. When you go to the next page, they're going to talk about this motivation is money. Okay, so again, they're going to talk about the Dakota and then the Americans. And last, they're going to talk about the lifestyle. So again, Dakota lifestyle and then American lifestyle. So what I would do is read those 3 pages first and then head back to your digital study guide and fill out slides 9 and 10. So reasons for wanting the treaties is on slide 9. So in this box, you're going to write down what Alexander Ramsey and other government officials, why they wanted the treaties. They already filled in the fur trader part for you, so you can see how that was done. And then down here, you're going to write in why Stephen Riggs and other missionaries wanted treaties. And finally, that last slide And this is on Dakota Thoughts. So who was in favor of the treaties? Okay, why were they in favor? Why were they against? And then others' thoughts. Why did these groups want treaties? So again, why did missionaries want treaties, government officials, and then fur traders? Okay, and if we head back to our agenda slide, we already did number 4 because that was part of our work for that slide. So you are finished for today. I hope you have an awesome day, and we'll see you later.